Hey, what's up, guys? Rob here, and welcome to My Nightmare. Today I'm going to be starting a new series called Movie Series Showcase. Basically, I'm going to take a movie series and show you every single movie within that series. I'm going to show you my collection of VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. It's kind of like how I used to do my horror collection videos. I'd take a horror collection that I have and show you every single movie within that horror series, whether it's on VHS, DVD, or whatever. This way I can expand it to different genres, not just horror. So I thought this would be kind of fun. Hope you guys do enjoy it. So this is going to be my very first video for that, and we are going to tackle the Terminator series. Now, I can't say that I'm a fan of every single Terminator film. Most people will say the best ones are the first two. And I agree, especially the first movie. Here it is on VHS, and I think this movie is a masterpiece. Honestly, I think it's a masterpiece. It's a slasher. The Terminator comes after Kyle. Okay? When Kyle shows up the same time as the Terminator, he has to protect Sarah Connor. So he comes after Kyle and Sarah, and they're running from him the whole time. He does not stop. The Terminator does not stop until his mission is complete. And it's scary. It's scary. There's just something about this movie. Arnold was the best choice to play, the Terminator. So this movie is, I'm going to say, I think it's a masterpiece. I do. A lot of people will say the second one is a masterpiece. I love the second movie. It's one of the best sequels ever made, but I don't think it's as good as this one. That's just my opinion. So here it is on VHS. Yeah, got it at Goodwill, actually, for 99 cents. And there you can see the tag is still on there right there. But, yeah, this is such a great movie, guys. The first Terminator. And then I have it here on Blu-ray, which is awesome. Now, this is just the... it does have... Okay, it has deleted scenes, creating the visual effects, the retrospective, all that stuff. So it does have some special features. Not really much going on the inside, but yeah. So, I have the first two Terminator films here, VHS and Blu-ray. Then we're going to move on to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like I said, this movie is so well known, so respected. It's so well done. I love it. I love the music. It's everything about this movie is amazing. Is this upside? It's upside down. I've probably seen Terminator 2 more than I have seen the first movie. But that's because they always played this on TV, like all the time. Where's John? Call to John now. But the Galleria, why don't you tell the boy to get rid of that fucking mutt? Easy money. Anyway, Terminator 2 on VHS. Then I have the Blu-ray here. This is the Skynet Edition Blu-ray. And there's a lot of features on here. I used to have the tin DVD. If you remember that, it was a double-sided disc. And it came, the regular DVD case, and it came with like this tin slip cover. I don't know what happened. I think it got damaged to where I just couldn't use it anymore. So I did have that, but I'd like to get my hands on that one again. But here is, the Skynet Edition. I've heard some really bad things about the 4K version, so I've kind of stayed away from it. Um, yeah, Terminator 2. So, yeah, Terminator 2, God, everyone knows it. It's amazing. So here I have Terminator 2 on VHS and Blu-ray. Moving on to Terminator 3. I actually have Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines on VHS here. Now, I like Terminator 3. Honestly, I like Terminator 3 more than the other sequels after Terminator 2. So Terminator 2 is my favorite sequel of the Terminator films, but this one would be the second best, in my opinion. I think the action scenes in Terminator 3 are more memorable than any of the sequels after Terminator 2 combined. It has better action scenes than Genesis and Dark Fate combined. Salvation has some pretty good action scenes, but this one with the crane truck, that chase is so awesome. So, and then here I have the 2-disc widescreen edition DVD of Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. I love the fact that we get to see the machines start to take over. The robots start to, like these different robots start to, go crazy and start killing people. And then you have Arnold going against the robots. At the same time, he's fighting the TX. So, yeah. There are a lot of people who didn't really care for Nick Stahl. I didn't mind Nick Stahl. I would have loved to see Edward Furlong come back, but it is what it is. So yeah, I have Terminator 3 on VHS and DVD. All right, here we have Terminator Salvation. This is the director's cut Blu-ray with Christian Bale, Sam Worthington. This movie's not bad. It's okay. It's got some pretty cool stuff that happens. At least the character John Connor is there, right? John Connor. You remember John Connor, right? Yeah. At least they have that. And Christian Bale did a good job as John Connor. I mean, I really have no complaints. Everyone wanted to see Arnold. This takes place basically in the future when the machines have taken over and the humans are basically trying to fight back. So you get to see that. And there's some good stuff. I'm not saying there isn't. There's some good stuff here. I think it could have been better, but for what we got, not bad. Then we move on to the shitstorms. Terminator Genesis. It was fine seeing Arnold come back. He comes back as an old Terminator. And they basically changed the roles for like the T-1000, and then John Connor's played by Jason Clarke this time. Emilia Clarke's in this, and she's okay, but they changed a lot of stuff that just I don't like when they do that. Why change what has happened? It's like it's so just weird. The effects in this are very forgettable, and there's a lot of CG that happens in this. It's how can you explain to me how Robert Patrick as the T-1000, his special effects look better than anything here? Now why is that? Or how is that? I don't know. It's just I don't know. Terminator Sega Genesis. It's whatever. Then we get to this. This movie pissed me off. And I know I'm not the only one, okay? I have a right to be pissed off. Terminator Dark Fart. Okay? Or Dark Fate. James Cameron's like, "Oh, this is the true sequel. Like this is what This is what I've always wanted. This is what needs to happen. Really, James Cameron? So you wanted to kill off John Connor in the beginning? You know, Edward Furlong was doing a lot of interviews for this movie, and he was so excited to be called back. It's more like they fucking slapped him in the face with their dick because he came back to just get shot. He says a few lines and he gets shot and he's dead. Wow! Let's get Edward Furlong to come back and kill him. I felt bad for Ed. I felt bad for him. Sorry. Tim Miller, you're an idiot. Sorry. This movie is awful. The fact that, look, if they come up with a new story and stuff, that's not always a bad idea. But the fact that they kill off John Connor here and they have a whole new like Legion, I think that's what they call it, like Legion, instead of like the Skynet stuff. It's that whole thing has changed, but you still have Sarah Connor and you have Linda Hamilton coming back, and that was cool. It was cool seeing her. But the new girl who's supposed to be like the new John Connor, I didn't feel nothing for her. I honestly was just like, okay, like nothing happens interesting with her. I don't see her as some kind of stand-up person. I don't see her as a leader of a rebellion. I don't see her as anything special, but a damsel in distress a lot of times. I mean, she runs like the whole fucking time until I think at the end or near the end, she's like, we got to stand. We got to fight. The Red 9 or whatever they were, that Terminator dude is kind of like a mix between like the endoskeleton and then the T-1000. He was cool. I'm not going to lie. He was pretty cool. Some of the action scenes I should say like the fight scenes and stuff were pretty neat, but it just didn't do anything. And Arnold as the Terminator was just so weird in this. Like after he kills John Connor, he basically goes on vacation, or he basically goes to live a life as more human, I guess. He has like a wife and kids, and it's just so. I'm sorry, like for a Terminator film, like what happened here? What happened? How do you get this and then you get this? The tone. You have this tone and you have this tone. Arnold's sitting down talking about he does drapes or something. Like what the fuck? That's what it's become now. Fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I could rant about this movie for hours. I mean, like I said, there's some action sequences in here it's pretty good, pretty cool to see, but it just the whole story just throws me off from the beginning. They kill John Connor in the beginning, so you're faced with, oh, what the hell are they going to do now through the whole movie? You have the whole movie to sit there and be like, oh God, why did they do that? That took some balls. And I'm not against people having balls or being ballsy, doing some ballsy moves, but this was ridiculous. I mean, all the stuff they go through here and all the stuff that they go through here. I mean, what? Whatever. It is what it is. I think they should just be done with Terminator. I think they should just let it go. We got some good movies in the franchise. I think they need to just cut it. Cut the cord. That's what they need to do. So, all right, guys. So that's basically it. Recap: you got the first Terminator here on VHS and the first Terminator on Blu-ray. You got Terminator 2 Judgment Day on VHS and Terminator 2 Judgment Day on Blu-ray, the Skynet edition. Got Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines on VHS and Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines 2-disc widescreen edition on DVD. Then you got Terminator Salvation, the director's cut. Terminator Sega Genesis. and Terminator Dark Fate. So yeah, those are all the Terminator films. Like I've already stated, the first two are amazing. And I just think they should just stop. I think they should just stop. Whatever. They've So yeah, that is, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My very first movie series showcase, where I showcase all the editions and versions that I have on all the movies within that series that I'm talking about. So, the Terminator series is done. And guess what? I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be back.